Well, good day, everybody. Glad you can join me today. This is going to be part 2 on my lighting for backpacking, bushcraft, hiking, camping. Um, I had to do a little bit of TLC, but they're fine. They're working great. But when I was looking at the video I put out, part 1, I noticed I was having problems with this one here, okay? And I finally worked it out. So I lubricated, well, I didn't lubricate it, I just kept on moving it around, but now I got it to work. I had to loosen the top quite a bit because when I tried it a couple times yesterday, it was sticking, because you could see right here just a little bit of the rust or whatever, and that's where it was sticking. But after taking a break and working with this a little bit and getting it to move a little bit freely, now I got it to work. It locks in place good. So you open it up, you light it, you lower the globe, let it do its thing, then again you open it up and you blow on it right in here and you can extinguish it. So the spring was just a little rusty in there, but I got it to work. So that's how you light it, and that's how you extinguish it, right here. So it works good now. It's just been sitting for a little while, so I had to work it out. Okay, like that. But now this one here does the exact same thing. So when I push her down, I can lock her in place. I can light it through here. Okay, I can lower the globe, light up the room, and then when it's time to go to bed, then I just push her down, blow on it through here, and extinguish it. So I got this one working too there. So anyways, I just wanted to touch bases with that. Light and extinguish. So there you go. Hurricane lamps, hurricane lanterns. Excellent for bushcraft. So anyways, again, thanks for dropping by for part 2. Now we're going to continue on, and we'll talk a little bit more about other type of lanterns, and then later on in the night we'll fuel them up and light them up. All right. Okay, so behind me I showed you some lighting. Again, from the 1920s to 2001. We have oil, we have white gas, we have gasoline, and we have propane. If you're not worried about the weight, them lights there are beautiful. Myself, the railway lamps, I use the one from CN Rail. I love that lamp, and it just, when it's lit and you see the light, you'll know why. As far as the Comans with the mantles, yeah, everybody I'm sure seen what they look like when they're lit up. And then again, the other 2 oil ones in the back there, the Deutz and the Beacon, I'm sure people seen them lit up also. Propane, propane's everywhere, and they're a nice lamp. But again, we're talking weight, right? Are you actually going to carry that with you? Hey, if you're jumping in your vehicle and you're going to the woodlands and you're setting up camp somewheres and your vehicle's not too far, yeah, you can hike that in, no problem, and it's beautiful. But if that is too heavy for you and you just don't want to do it, you know, you're counting grams and you just bring so much that you can't afford to carry that excessive weight, and the gases and all that's totally fine, right? There's an alternative, right? Another alternative is a candle, okay, the Yuko candle. Nice, it's light, it's small, it slides up. You can hang it up. You got a bail. There you go. So you can hang that up in your tent, under your tarp, or in a tree branch. Candle power. Nothing wrong with that. That I use in my lavoo all the time, and it lights up everything. If you want to do some light reading or whatever, that'll do it. And you know what? That'll throw off some heat. Yes, it's a candle, but that'll throw off some heat. Now, let me just slide the chair. You got the candles for it. This here's 9 hours. Works great. Then you got the beeswax, and then citronella for bugs and whatnot. But I got all three just in case. But these ones here for 9 hours is what I use all the time. Your lantern, you're not going to have it on for 9 hours again. So having this and only a couple of wax candles will go a long ways. So this here is another alternate, right? It packs away very nicely. Okay, it's light. You can hang it up. The candles, I never opened this box yet. The candles are nice and small, very light. You get 3 in a box. So there you go. Perfect lighting for someone that just doesn't want to carry the excess weight. So that's another alternate. It's perfect. And it's nice. And it's light. Oh, yeah, one more thing. If you're deciding to go out with your comb and stuff, or your other type of lamps here, be prepared. Have yourself a little work kit. In your work kit, you should have silicone sealer, just in case. That's my kit. It's loaded. I got all kinds of spare mantle bags. There's more spare mantle bags. Okay. I have lubricant, and them lanterns there, you got to pump them. Okay. Once you fill them with fuel, when you fill them with fuel, not more than 3/4, because you got to pump them and create pressure, and you got to have a place for the pressure to build up. So if you got them too full, you're going to be pumping that every couple of minutes, because there's not enough room in the top of the reservoir to create an air, right? So when you're fueling up your lanterns, again, 3/4. Then your lubricant is for your pump. For inside, you got your diaphragm. Some are leather, some are rubber, or whatever. So make sure you got some lubricant there so you can touch it up. So that way, when you're pumping it, it creates a lot of resistance, and it'll keep the pressure in your tank. I got spare cap. And this one here is also a spare cap, but that one there is for the part that pumps, and that's the one for the tank. So I got spare parts in here, lubricants, sealer, and a whole bunch of mantle bags. don't assume just because you have a brand new bag on here that it's going to last you. Because a fly can fly into there, a moth can fly into there, and you'll end up like this one with the mantle sitting on the ground and not where it's supposed to be, because you had something fly up that hole right there, fly inside the globe and knock down your mantle. Once it's lit and it's burnt, it's a powder. So make sure you got some extra mantles with you. So I just wanted to touch bases with that. Now, that is a nice source of light. Candle goes a long ways. But then again, right here, everybody has their isobutane fuel. A lot of people will have one of these, different sizes, and they'll have their burners on top for cooking, right? So a lot of people carry these in their packs along with their stove, their burners. Burns for a long, long time. Or, again, same product, but someone might have this. So there's your two choices with a stove, right? So if you're carrying these with you, and you already have this with you, and you're cooking, that's fine. But if you don't have one of these candles, but you want something nice and small that's going to give you good lighting, well, I'll show you something else. I just picked it up. I never looked at it yet. We're going to look at it together. So in my pocket, I have nothing on that side. On this side, I have my lighter still. And again, I have my knife. Okay? I'm not going to light these lanterns right now. I'll wait until it's dark tonight. And then I'll mix in some footage of some of these lamps working. Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on the rain. So in here I got a package in the mail. Came in yesterday. Let's take a look at it. What came in the mail is this little guy here. That is a BRS 55. That is also a very, very small light. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's small. It's only a couple inches wide. Maybe maybe 4.5 inches. Nice little package. So let's take a look at it. Oh, okay. Comes with a case. Oh, there you go. It's even smaller. Plastic case. A lot of your burners, your stoves, come in a nice plastic container. Well, so does this. So let's open this. I want to be gentle. This is the first time. Is it taped or something? No. Okay, let's open this. Okay, it's just nice and tight, which is good. Again, it's got the nice ridge on it all the way around, so that way it marries up with that pretty good. So it locks up pretty good. Inside here, you got a nice foam. Okay, again, you can see the foam. And what it does, it goes in the hole of your lamp to keep it from moving around. So when you put that together and you put your foam inside, it stops the rattling. That's the lid. Nice plastic canister. Nice. It's in very good shape. It's nice. So in the bottom, you also have foam. That way it secures the bottom of this into the foam there. So between there and the lid, it takes this lamp and secures it good for when you're backpacking. So I'm going to get rid of this. And we'll take a look at this. That's small. That's very, very small. Size of the stove. Okay. Negative turns off your gas. Positive, lights are up. So make sure it's closed. Right here, you'll see it's notched out. And then underneath, you'll see the opening. And that's where people are lighting it up. But it's very hard to get this going from a little lighter here or a match here. Just wave it over the top here and you'll get it every time. But once you have it set up, you can also turn it high and low. That's how you adjust your flame, high and low. Now this is small. It's only a few inches. So by the measurement in my hand, like I said, my hand is 4 inches across. So there you go. 4 1/4 probably. So if you want something small for lighting, get yourself one of these. They've been out for quite a while. I never did jump on it until the other day. The other day I was watching a video and I figured, you know what? I'm going to give that a try. Canadian dollars to my door, I paid 25 Canadian dollars. That's pretty inexpensive for a nice light. The glass is thick. You can see that's thick. That's going to take a lot of heat and it's not going to break too easy. When you're using this for cooking and you got to a point where it's not really feasible to use it for cooking anymore, well, what you can do is attach your light. Again, make sure it's off. There you go. There's your little kit. That's your lights. So you got your on and off right here. And then your flame control for your brightness is turning the globe. That's your flame control when you turn this. You're already carrying this. You're already carrying a stove. All you got to do is get yourself one of them lanterns. All right, like that. That's in perfect shape. All right. Right now it's very windy. The rain's been holding off, but we're going to light that a little later on when it's dark. So I'll pick a couple of lights or whatever, and we'll light them up on the deck a little later on tonight, and I'll put it in the video. So until then, I'll be back. So you have your UFO candle, hangs up, or you have your smaller BRS 55 right right there. That's nice. Okay, let's wait for it to get a little darker, and we'll continue on with the video. Be right back. Alright, so I'm just going to fill up my lanterns. Now make sure that when you fill up that one there, because you got to prime it and pump air into it, that you only go about 3/4, not any more than that. And this is the white gas, camp fuel from Coleman. And be safe, take your time, use a funnel. Now this one here is my railroad lantern. I'll be using clear lamp oil. And again, I'll just be putting probably maybe a half pot. I won't be filling the whole thing. And then my propane, well, not too much work there, it just runs on that little bottle. So we'll be lighting that also. This is my BRS 55, so I'll be using my isopropane bottle. And we'll see how that one works. This will be the first time using that because I just got it. And for comparison, the old faithful, my candle lantern, I'll light that one up. Okay, so I'm going to get all these ready, fueled up, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so this is the railroad lamp. That there's the pot with the wick, perfectly dry. So I'll put the clear lamp oil in there. Again, be safe. Allow some breathing room. And allow enough time for the wick to saturate with the oil. So I'll be right back. Alright, so it's just starting to get dark right now, but I wanted to have a little bit of daylight to light them up. Okay, so this one here, again, I only fueled it up just a little over half, between half and 3/4. That's way when I start pumping and filling it up with air to create a nice pressure so that it shoots the gas up the tube and into the mantle. Okay, so now that it's full, make sure that your cap is tight. Now there's a hole right in the center of your plunger. Put your thumb over that. Okay, unscrew it, and then once it's unscrewed, you can start pumping. See, there's no pressure in there. So I'm just going to pump it until I start feeling pressure inside the tank. So there you go, there's the one lamp. Okay, as you can see, she's nice and bright. She works good. Again, word of advice, keep your bail away from your, don't hold it up here. Keep it down here because it will get hot. But that's the one light there. Okay, we'll just slide that across. Let's bring up, okay, this one here. Shut it off. Okay. Slide that out of the way. It should go out. There you go. It's almost out there now. All right. So this one here, again, there's a little spring activation here. You just unfold the top. All right. Grab your Bic lighter. Control the wick a bit so it doesn't get all black. Again, grab this. And there you go. There's that one there. That's the railway lantern. Again with the bail. Make sure it's down at the bottom. That way it's not as hot. But this is a nice light. This is a very, very nice light. Very, very nice. And again, that full pot, 15 hours right there. At exactly that brightness. She'll burn 15 hours. And to blow her out, again, be careful, that's hot. Okay, we'll push that aside. Okay, this one here is the propane one. Very easy with your lighter. Nice and bright. Now the other Coleman lantern, that other Coleman lantern right here will get just as bright as this propane one. Just shut her down, let her cool. All right, so another one. It's the one that I just got in the mail. That one there. Okay, the BRS 55. This is just on this way and off this way. And like I said, in the back, where the little slot is where you want to get your flame. That's it. There's your little ambient light. Now, the bezel right here at the bottom of your glass is what controls your flame. Okay? Right here. The ring right here. Turns, and then you can make it go higher. Alright, that's max. But see how the flame is outside the glass? I don't like that. I just keep it so that the flame's inside the glass. Right there. If you listen, there's no noise, no sound. Again, you can tune it right down. Now this little canister here will burn that light, man, well over 15 hours. Cool. I kind of like this one. That's a nice little light. Turn it down a bit. There you go. Again, shut her right down. Just turn her off. That's all she wrote. Okay. Now, this is my Yuko one, my candle one. It unscrews the bottom. That's where the spring is and the candle. But the reason why I don't got it in there is I want to show you this one. Okay. Inside here, you'll see the spring. And what the spring does is it pushes up the candle. And if you look in your sight here, so right now, by looking at this, the candle's a little bit over half used. But also, if you look close, you can see where the wax is dripping. It burns pretty good, but you will get wax buildup on the bottom here. See, on the bottom, all the way around, and on the side, you will get a wax buildup. I'll light it right here. Okay. Now, when you put this on, you can screw in the bottom. There, just give it a twist. That's it. So you just put it in right here, and it just locks in place with a twist. That's it. So there's the candle one. There's the two together. Pretty cool, eh? The candle one is the one I usually keep in my tent, in my lavoo or whatever, if I want to do some light reading, or if I just need a light just for a couple hours. But now I think I'm going to use this one too, you know. I already bring this with me when I use my little, my little stove. So all I got to do is bring the top part and then take off my burner and put this on at night. I think that's a great idea. I like the candle and I like this. It's almost the same. So anyways, I thank you guys for tuning in and dropping by. And this was just a short little video showing some lights. Enjoy your camping, enjoy your outing, and check out this little BRS 55. I only paid $25 for this setup right here. Okay, I supplied the canister, but I mean, that's a nice little candle light. So anyways, till next time, thanks for dropping in. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell so you'll be notified on upcoming videos. Take care, guys. Thanks. Bye now.